good morning, or evening, or afternoon. So today's podcast was supposed to be a chat with legendary boxer Tommy McCarthy. And here's the footage of that.
But again, that was like late notice kind of thing. But I've been training anyway. I've been get the head down and make sure I live the life.
Yeah, and that's all the footage. So we fucked up. We put the SD card that recorded that into another camera, and the camera just decided to format that memory card and wipe everything off it. So we spent money and talked to people to try to get it back, and that's all that we could get back. So we fucked it. We've still got the audio from the Tommy McCarthy episode. What we're going to do this week is, as an exclusive, we're going to release the audio on Patreon, and we're going to take what would have been the Patreon exclusive, and we're just going to give you that episode today, just to put something out, to have, you know, the watchers watch something. Apologies to Tommy, it was a class conversation. It's good crack. We're getting him on again eventually. But yeah, for now, just enjoy us four gimps talking about our penises for half an hour or so.
Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, never. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Brors Podcast.
Get into the nitty gritty.
Finally, my car's completely fixed.
Is it?
Brand new.
Don't fucking jinx yourself, you stupid
Brand new.
bastard.
All sorted.
You most certainly.
It's just so nice.
How, why, and when?
What are you
You
here?
done it this time?
This is.
Got it fixed.
So you know what happens after you say stuff like that?
Nah, I don't believe that.
Oh, it's just so lovely to drive.
Don't
right
believe
now.
that.
Just so lovely to drive right now.
That's why, because you think that's what happens that way for you. Nah, like there's just been so many problems with it, you know, like getting hit and then fucking the exhaust thing was away and all, and I just left it in and just told them to fix everything, fucking sort it all out, and it's like brand new to drive, you know. It's been a while that I haven't been like, fuck, I need to do, you know, when you're driving your car and while you're driving you're thinking about what needs fixed, you know, and how long it's going to probably take you to get them fixed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still have the worst luck in life.
It's just stressful. No, I think it's a very common thing, you know what I mean? A lot of people have something wrong with their car and they just leave it and turn the radio up.
Well, yeah, mine
You know
is
what I mean?
fucked. Like
So you don't hear it.
Well, I mean, I needed 2 new back tires of mine, so that was the only thing I fixed. Like,
You know what I mean?
My car's health is fucked. Like at the moment, like it's
Not doing
it's as
well,
bad
is it?
as me, like it's like
What's wrong with you?
needs a checkup. Needs a full MOT.
what the fuck? Smoke too much.
You wouldn't pass an MOT if you went in
My car's-
yourself. Like, you'd be like,
No.
No, definitely not. Like
I think you would.
send me out with a couple of fucking
Couldn't even fix you, folks.
couple of minors.
Jesus Christ. When did this happen? These two are just like, yeah, you're nearly dead, that's fine. When what?
"Oh, David." Well, you know, David doesn't take care of himself. Like, you know,
Aye, but
bun
he's
on a fag
still-
chick.
I know, right? But
Pancakes and fucking.
the funniest
I don't
thing
know.
about
Shit.
all that is that, like, David just lives on buns and fags, but he's still just maybe a little bit healthier than all of us. Somehow.
I don't know. He just hasn't got weight about him. That's about it.
You know,
really.
somehow.
No, I don't have weight about me at the moment at all. I'm not eating properly at all. Like I'm skipping lots of meals. There'd be days where I might, you know, not even
Get a bun or a fag?
get a lunch or dinner.
Fuck me, have to skip a bun on a fag meal today.
That's crazy.
That's the most staple meal of my diet.
I mean, I need
Bowl of cereal and a hand job.
That's a great one. I want that. Imagine a bowl of hands and a cereal job.
That would be like a bowl of cereal with no milk. Have to be dry.
Aye.
And then a wet milky hand job.
Yeah.
Sort of pretty good, actually.
I'd take that.
A milky hand job?
A milky hand job and a dry cereal.
I don't know. It sounds horrible. Would you take a milky hand job?
Oh,
I don't
aye.
even like a hand job.
I like a wee hand job.
Oh, you love a hand
We
job.
old fashioned sometimes,
But not
just to
dry. You
relieve the
have
stress.
to have like.
It has to be milky, you know what I
Be
mean?
old fashioned.
Put your lips on it.
It has to be.
Yeah,
creamy.
blowjob's
Well,
better. Like, yeah, I'll take a blowjob first.
Ah,
Yeah,
shit.
obviously. You know,
I'm gonna consider or say that's a woman, right?
What?
it's
be
up
a
to-
woman.
It's up to you.
Up to me.
But well, for me it is.
For me, it's whatever you thought in your head it was. I can choose. Holy shit.
She has like dry cereal in one hand, hand job in the other. You know.
Well, I don't want a
Pour
dry
the
cereal.
Just sprinkles of
hand job.
cereal
I don't want.
in your mouth, like, you know.
I don't want like
That's
a
the best- that's the
prickly
best shit.
hand of cereal. Give me a hand job. That's crazy.
Be strange.
Well,
What cereal is it?
Do you know what? For
I don't
some
know why I
reason, it's
was
like
thinking
cinnamon crunch
fucking-
things for me. In my
What is
head.
it for you? What is it for you?
Don't know
Fruit
why.
Loops? I don't know why.
What were you thinking?
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
For you, it would be. Of course it was.
Martin, will you?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh,
Gay
brilliant.
circles.
Fucking rainbow coloured now. Stop that.
Fucking shite too. They're horrible.
For me,
I was thinking
why I was thinking
Cheerios.
them.
Oh, Cheerios for you?
same
I was
here.
thinking Cheerios.
You're
yeah.
thinking Cheerios? I don't know why I was thinking like
I was
those
thinking the
square cinnamon
Cheerios.
crunch things. I
Yeah.
don't even
No,
eat
that
them.
would be sore.
Yeah.
That'd be a crusty little hand job. But now you need a bit of cream with a hand job. Like.
Cream. Like
Well,
cream.
not cream, but you know, a bit of something. You know, a bit of spit at least. You can't go in
I don't
dry.
know
Like,
about spit. Look.
you can't go in dry.
Rip the fucking banjo string off you.
Just rip the fucking anything off you. Just be like, you know, wanking with a really soft grit sandpaper. You know, just like a 5,000 grit or
Do
something.
you go out with a fucking
Yeah.
construction worker?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. She's worked the lands with her hands until I met her, and then you know she's went from pulling turnips out of the ground to pulling me off.
That must be aggressive hand job.
It really is. Like, but here gets
you
the
still
job
like
done.
them, yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's good. It's good. It's an honest day's work.
Where you just fucking sanding wood.
Yeah, yeah, with a hand, yeah. That's her on my dick.
Fuck's sake.
My dick looks like a fucking ice pop,
Nice pop. Just rounded.
just round and smooth now.
Oh, how did we get the milky? Oh, yeah.
we
No,
always
so
do.
like actually, a milky hand job I think would be a neutral.
Neutral
I don't
what?
think it would like.
It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't make it bad, but it
Nah, because
It
like
wouldn't necessarily make it that slippery either. You
maybe
know,
not. Because
maybe not.
remember
It
we were
would
talking
probably-
about
water.
fucking in the shower. Water's not really that lubricant when you're trying
No.
to do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Dry.
Milk would be a little less than I think it's a bit more lubricative than water, but not.
Well, I suppose especially if you're sort of whipping it with your dick and you're gonna turn it
Oh,
into
you're whipping it. Right.
Churn it into
turn
butter.
it into fuck's sake.
Butter
Hey,
churning. Imagine
you
that.
might.
Imagine giving someone a wank with milk. Just
churning it
turn
into
it into butter after the whole thing.
And that's
Jesus.
how the first person made butter.
There you go.
It's like, I know how to do it now.
I can't believe it's not cum.
You need a dick, and you need some
And that's why those things look like they're
really strong hands.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Them worker hands.
Fuck, I think we figured something out.
yeah.
I think that's how butter was
Was made.
discovered.
Yeah.
No,
Milky hand jobs first.
but they were milking fucking bulls, not men. Milking fucking cows.
What?
Yeah.
Would the friction be enough to heat the milk up a wee bit?
Yep. Just your hand warmth. Yeah.
Maybe.
Say something, but I'm not gonna.
Why?
It's fine. Because
Please say it.
baby warmth. It would warm it up to, wouldn't it?
To the warmth of a baby.
No, to the warmth that you would give it in a bottle.
Oh,
It's about that warm. You could warm it up. Do you think you could warm it
what the
up
fuck are you
that?
talking about there?
don't know.
Could you warm it up that warm?
Fucking hell, that hand job feels like a baby. Warm bottle. I mean, you know the bottle,
Bruh.
Jesus, let me just know.
Talking
No,
about
don't stop wanking. Don't stop wanking. Let me just clarify
ideas.
that.
These are just ideas.
Don't stop wanking.
Fucking
Look.
backwards here.
Like
I meant, hey baby.
you should
it's
probably
warm.
flag and cut that out if we're talking about people clipping shit. Like, my
Oh,
God.
we're
You
fine.
clipping that, you're done.
Here, we're all right.
Baby warmth.
Clip whatever the fuck you want.
We trust you. We trust you.
We
What
trust
the
you.
fuck way is that to say that?
Goldilocks got the right porridge. That's the that's the warmth. That's the warmth you
You
want.
get the wank from someone. They're like, Goldilocks got the right porridge today, baby.
She got the right warmth.
You stick your dick in it. Yeah, you stick your dick in someone when you're just like, I feel like Goldilocks right now.
She got the right one. First go.
The mama bear
Not
was
too
too
hot.
was
Not
too
too
hot.
cold. Yeah.
The father bear was too cold.
Who's
The baby bear was
The baby warmth bowl of porridge.
whose porridge was the right one?
babies.
Was it
baby
baby?
warmth. warmth.
Yeah, baby bear.
There you are. So there you go.
Terrible.
Baby warmth.
Baby warmth.
Stop it.
That's what I mean by that.
We're talking
fine.
about the
There's
milk.
nothing
We're talking
wrong
about
with
the
saying
porridge.
baby warmth.
Yeah,
like.
baby warmth.
Nothing wrong with
I'm not
baby
talking
warmth.
about the warmth of a baby's body.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I'm
nothing
talking
wrong.
about the baby bear in the fairy tale. It's porridge.
The warmth of a milk. But
And when you
no,
put your dick into a vagina,
but
you're like, that's
no, because
the
a baby's
warmth
milk.
of the baby.
Oh, it's clear. Right.
Is it not? Am I off? Is that what?
I don't know. I'd expect the warmth of a baby bear's porridge to be a wee bit hotter.
Than what, vagina?
If you stuck your dick in the baby bear's porridge, it would still be like, ooh,
I'll get that out.
ooh, nothing's right. This is just fucked.
Hang on.
Who's been fucking
you're
fucking my
saying-
porridge? Somebody's been fucking my porridge. And they're still fucking it.
But it's not. I don't think it's like. It's not like. It's not like the porridge is the exact heat that you put your dick into, and it's the perfect. And you put, you know what I mean? It's when you put your dick into a vagina, you're like, that's the perfect heat for my dick, just like the porridge was the perfect heat for her mouth. The tail.
All right.
Yeah.
Explain.
No, I get it. I get it.
Explained it.
I get it. I get it.
Not put your dick in the porridge, mate.
No.
I'm gonna try that.
Put your dick in some porridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
nice.
I'm gonna.
Because
Burn your dick
the
off?
consistency. No, just
Don't do
even
it straight from the
cold
microwave,
porridge.
like, yeah.
Just even the consistency of porridge. I think would be nice.
Set your dick and balls in a bowl of porridge would be alright. Look, be like, ooh.
I don't know if I'd like the consistency though.
No.
Well, what consistency are you going for? Because you can go for any
For my dick or
consistency,
porridge?
You know, yeah, for porridge.
I don't
you can
like
make
porridge.
it thick. You can make it.
What consistency
Watery.
will it be when I put my dick into it and I don't like it?
Yeah.
All the consistencies of porridge.
Yeah. You'd be like,
don't
what the
like-
fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Putting my dick in porridge.
I don't like
What
it.
about if you made it really nice and thick and poked a hole in it, and then put some lube
You
down
wouldn't need
into it?
lube, like.
Lube into the
No.
porridge?
Yeah.
It would.
You let it all dry up first, and then you put the lube in. You know, so
It
it's
wouldn't be
kinda
a nice breakfast.
like hard leftover.
yeah, hard
heavy
leftover
shit.
porridge. but,
What's it called? Fucking. What's that trend people do now? Night oats or leftover oats or something?
Overnight oats.
Overnight oats.
Yeah.
So that's what it's for. That consistency. Overnight oats.
No. Like leaving it on the table. So you make like really, really like dry porridge. Poke a hole into it. You leave it on the table overnight, and it dries up. And then you put a lube into it. That's the only way you're gonna fuck a bowl of porridge.
No, because think about the mindset you'd have to stay in to complete that task
What about
overnight.
Well, yeah, we're not talking reality.
You have to be
here,
in the
like,
moment.
obviously.
You know, to
Yeah.
fuck porridge.
You have to
be like,
have that. Right?
I'm gonna fuck
It
this
has to
bowl of
be-
porridge. You know, you're not gonna be
It
like,
has to be porridge that you accidentally left out overnight, and you
Yeah.
get up in the morning like, I'm gonna fuck you today.
holy fuck, that looks like the perfect hole for my dick.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
we'll just do two things at once then? Just fuck
Sorry,
porridge and a pussy. You know,
excuse me.
I guess. Just pour it in a pussy.
Pour porridge into a pussy.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck it.
And fuck it. I don't know.
What?
If you're wanting to fuck porridge, you might as well just put it in a
But
pussy.
then I think the reason
If you're
for
gonna
fucking
fuck
the
something, like-
porridge is a lack of pussy. No.
You come in and it gives a whole new meaning to Quakers.
Fuck me.
There you go. You can take that one with you.
I mean,
Why the fucking
do you think
maybe
you could-
maybe
that's
it's not the lack of
Is that what you're
pussy?
doing? Like pretend like you can't come.
Maybe just love it
so you
so
just
much.
make up a wee bit of porridge and then like fuck it in her pussy before you go. Oh,
Yeah,
I can't.
This is terrible.
yeah.
This is terrible
Is this
content.
Is this not a reasonable conversation to have?
This is fine, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go back to what we're talking about then.
Cars.
Fine, cars. Aye.
Cars.
Told
Remember
you,
cars?
born.
That's why we went to porridge for some. How did we get there?
Hand jobs first.
Hand jobs. How did we get there?
David's dad.
Picking a bun. Hand job and a cereal. That's what it was. Hand job and a bowl of cereal. Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with us? Like,
Sorry, like
So
I don't
many
know why you
things.
pay for this, but that's fucking.
bacon a bun. Hand job and cereal. Milky Wank. Goldilocks. Porridge.
Baby
Fucking
warmth.
porridge. Baby warmth. Baby warmth. Fuck a bowl of porridge. Thank you. Good night.
That's like Jeff Goldblum in South Park.
Yeah, Jesus
You know what I
Christ.
mean?
I know.
Oh, sorry, guys and girls.
Holy shit balls.
More serious note.
Yeah, go for it.
Aye. The crack. It's not really. It's that serious. But I was just thinking there the other day, like, so.
Holy shit.
So I was thinking,
Don't do
I'm
that too
joking.
much.
Like, so, like, I was watching, you know, Pedro Pascal. He has a trans sister.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like watching him. There, like, people talking about like that's who he brought to like a movie premiere as his date or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was just very supportive and nice of him and whatever else, you know.
Okay.
And then like there's that whole shit going on with like people transitioning and where and when it's appropriate for them to, like, let's say, play sports in the gender that they choose and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
And the current debate's going on that and where people stand on and all the rest of it. And then I was just like, if you don't think about any of that and just go, imagine it was your brother,
Yeah.
you know, then how do you feel about it?
What do you mean, imagine it was your brother?
Imagine your brother was like
Trans?
yeah.
If Martin turned out to go, right, I'm a woman now,
Yeah.
and
do what?
because obviously it would be Martin.
That's what I'm going to get to in a second.
So, and he said he wanted to play sports.
No. Just firstly, just trans. You know, so like, again,
How would he feel if I was trans?
not you specifically. Like,
I know, but like, is that what you're saying?
yeah, because like I'm saying, like, you know, obviously everybody has their opinion and the blah 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 blah, you know. And then I was just watching that video of Pedro Pascal just bringing his brother, who is now a female, with him to, you know, obviously she was wearing a dress, and
Yeah.
is a woman now and whatever. And I was just like, he obviously doesn't care
Yeah.
about anything of that. I'm not saying she's trying to play sports, or I'm just saying, you know, that's his sibling who's doing that, and
He's supportive
the end
of
of it, yeah, and that's it. That's the end of it. There's probably nothing else matters there, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know,
like
'cause everybody seems to have an opinion, but then I was like, what if like somebody, like one of you, decided to be trans and
Well,
and
here's
transition
what I-
home, you know, would I care then? Would I have an opinion still on all that stuff?
Well, I think it's okay to have an opinion, but like, you know, it's. I would personally be supportive of it because
There's a couple of things, though, right?
it's.
There's a couple of things. So, if I'm just
Well-
picking you because you're next to me, right? If you came out trans, right? It's not friendly or anything else, man. Don't worry.
Stop.
I wouldn't be supportive of mutilation for one. Like, definitely not if
No,
you were
whatever.
to-
No,
Whatever.
fuck out.
But here's the thing: if you came out
One
trans, there's a few things you'd have to sort of say. You'd be like, right,
Why?
yeah,
You know, for one.
because there's a lot of people, I think, become trans for more than just that they feel like they're trans.
Yeah.
And it could be a mental health problem, you know, or it could be very genuine and they felt like this their whole life. They felt like a woman and they've really wanted to
They're very
transition.
feminine. Yeah.
So I would initially probably be concerned that your mental health isn't great, you know, and I would be like, right,
Okay, well, that's for argument's sake. That's not the case.
okay, that he's just
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
completely 100% thinks he's a woman, has always felt like it,
Yep.
denies his penis. Yeah.
Cuts his penis?
Well, if we 100%, if
what you want.
it's 100% not just
No,
in
I
the
don't- I
moment
don't
a mental
believe-
health
I
thing,
don't-
and they really do, then it's fine. Yeah, it's
I don't know about do what you want, like physically mutilate
Yeah,
yourself,
why
like,
not?
because you're
All of a
hurting
sudden,
yourself.
it would be very strange.
Hurt
Doesn't-
yourself,
you're not
right?
really.
Well,
Adult.
You're not hurting yourself. It's just like getting a nose job or a boob job. You know,
Yeah.
you just want
Is
something
it?
different.
And then I think it just comes
I think
to.
it's a bit more than that.
It's extreme, really, isn't
For
it?
one, it does a lot to your body. Like,
But they want that to happen to their body. They want to feel as feminine as possible. That's fine. Like, you know?
Fair enough. Like, if they are completely.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Yes, I know you're saying that, but how can you even how are you going to go into their minds and go? Oh,
You-
I
you
know
can't.
that.
Doesn't
not- yeah,
matter.
we're-
We're just
yeah, we can't-
hypothetically
so
saying
for
right now
hypothetically
that
for
is
this-
exactly it.
Okay.
Yeah, so for this, let's say for this, just this thought experiment, this person is, we are them in this thought experiment, and they're completely 100%, we know,
Yep.
sane,
Yeah.
know nothing, you know, just truly feel like they want to exist as a woman. And thought it through. There's no, so none
Well,
of that
yes,
there is
on a
spoiling
basic
the
level,
argument, you know,
on a
because
basic
that's
level,
reality.
On a basic level, because of that, fine.
Yeah,
okay, so
fine,
we'll start there.
Obviously
we'll
fine.
start there right
Obviously
now.
fine, yes, because
Next.
of what we said. So next thing is then, would it change your opinion if they were an athlete?
In what way?
Would it change your opinion of what we just said?
No, it wouldn't change my
they were an
opinion, but I would... a pigeon? It wouldn't change me to a pigeon, no.
It wouldn't change you to a pigeon?
No.
Oh, that's fuck.
It wouldn't change my opinion on accepting who they are, but I would also, with common sense, tell them, and I would know because they're my brother, my sister, that they would have common sense, because we all do. Even if Martin wanted to be a woman one day, and it just that's what happened.
And he happened to be a marathon runner.
I think.
Yeah, I would be like, only compete with trans people
I think,
or
right.
men.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Look,
I think the only way a man can be a woman is to realize that he can never be a woman. You know, like if you're in the right mindset, you know you're not a woman. You're never going to be a woman.
You can never be,
but you can
a
be,
real woman. But you can live your life.
Live your life as a woman. You have every right to do that. You know,
But-
I'm
That's the
sorry, I
healthy
got
way
us
to do
here.
it. Look,
Huh?
Sorry,
But when
I
it
got
comes to sports,
we're talking really.
no, don't compete with women. That's just to me. You, as much as you feel like a woman, and as much
where
as
I
a
start
right
getting
you
just
have
a bit
to,
weird, you know?
as much as a right you
weird,
have to feel like a woman and be treated as a woman if you want to. At the end of the day, you're not.
That's
you're
right.
not physically, biologically. You're a male, who is going to have an upper hand when it comes to a lot of sports involving females.
Love the UFC, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I was just thinking, like, imagine having to watch, like, I don't know, the 170-pound division, male division, compete. Any of those, not even the top 10, but any of those compete against a woman who has transitioned to the same weight as that as a man. Is scary to even think
Well,
about.
yeah, that's
you know,
that's just not.
that's
gonna
where I
work.
start thinking, like, you can't do that, can you?
Well, you can't, but then you'll see the results and you'll be like,
You know?
oh, oops, you know.
if they really want life to be, what's the word? Not ethical. Sorry. Equal, I guess. Equal. So want equality, then there you go. You get your ass kicked, I guess. You know.
Or vice.
I don't want to see that, though.
No,
I don't want to watch
that's
that.
the thing.
No.
That's when you got to
I
bring it
don't
to
wanna see
common
that.
sense, right? You can, right? If you really naturally feel like a woman and want to live your life as a woman, sweet. But then common sense has come into it. You also got to accept that you were born a man. You will be treated like a woman, and you'll be respected. Your whole attitude will be respected. But common sense tells you are stronger physically and whatever. You've got organs that aren't female and feminine. You've got, bones that are
And then
stronger.
even the other way, if you're a
Female wants to be a
turning into
man.
and then going, trying to compete
the
in
same
men's,
thing.
like if Elliot Page
Same
tried
thing.
to
You
fight the UFC,
got to
you know?
bring it to common sense.
And we're talking about on an average here, like females aren't necessarily. There's plenty of females beat the shit out of me, like, but it's it's selective. There's plenty of males who
Come
are
on.
very fucking.
They can't open jars.
Very. feminine.
Fuck that.
I'm not talking about.
I'm only
those
joking.
ones, man.
I'm joking. It's just
There's
a joke.
plenty of feminine
It was just a
males
joke.
about,
Talking
like,
about your-
especially these days. Like,
Humor.
you know.
I'm sorry.
You're what do you call
Just
her?
humor. Sorry.
Gina Carano, is it? Gina.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously, if we're at our best, she'll never beat us.
I
Like,
don't
but I mean,
know.
she might
Because
be
like
in this state.
she still is. She's not that big,
Yeah,
really. When you see her next to like a man and stuff, you're like, oh.
yeah.
But then, like, it is hard.
It's not
to
about
say.
that,
But
that's
then,
about
I think,
skill,
like,
isn't
think of someone like it is about skill too. So like, think about fucking like your woman
Bless you.
Cyborg. Remember her?
Yeah, Chris Cyborg.
Chris Cyborg
Yeah.
fought in the UFC.
And
Remember?
are we sure she's not a man?
Yeah.
Joking.
Well, we're sure she's not a man, but are we sure that she's not an enhanced woman?
No.
I don't know.
And steroids, maybe they're like.
I mean,
What happened to her face? Just fucked up.
Jesus,
Just
steroids.
being-
I think
it looks like it.
I think it's steroids. Testosterone usually
Yeah.
it does. Yeah. But yeah, so okay, maybe not use her. Amanda Nunes,
Okay.
but she still only weighs at her heaviest 145 pounds.
Yeah.
But look at her fight when she fights women.
Yeah.
Fucks them up, like,
Yeah.
And then I reckon, obviously, in like a ring, if we got in a ring and fought at the rules of even us being the size we are, because we are unskilled in that.
Well, is there any
In the ring, she'd
145-pound men in UFC?
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, pick any of them. Would Nunes beat them?
No.
Well, there you go.
But there's
You know what
that skill for skill, so I'm saying
Doesn't
like,
matter.
I'm saying they're both athletes, so I'm saying just us. Let's talk about so like her
I
and
think-
us in a ring. She would probably beat us.
Maybe, yeah.
But I think like in a room,
I think she definitely would.
if she attacked me,
Yeah.
fuck her up
Maybe.
in that way.
Really?
You
Do
know
you
what I
think
mean?
so? I don't know.
Because there's no rules.
Yeah. Maybe.
That makes sense.
I don't know. about
Yeah,
that,
it
like,
does.
Yes.
I don't know about that
she's a
either.
skilled fighter.
I'm saying that, and I don't know about it
Like,
myself.
What are you talking about? She's a skilled fighter.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
know,
Like,
but you just
But you're
fucking
stronger physically.
Are
you
you?
know? Yeah.
Than her?
Yeah.
Definitely.
100%.
Really?
You're a man.
100%.
What I mean, just
Than a
because you're a man?
145 pound woman.
If she's trained,
Yes.
But
Yeah,
you're
still
stronger than her. Yeah, she's trained, but you're
Less,
stronger than
less
her.
skilled in whatever she knows, but physically stronger than a 145 pound woman. Yes. You know, no matter what she does,
Know what I mean?
she's not left. You know, no,
It's like
definitely
saying
physically stronger. Like,
you and a 13-year-old boy that's skilled,
you know,
or is he going to beat you up, or what?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
It might.
with the skill,
He might
not
put you,
strength.
he might be able to break your arm or something, put you in an arm bar or something. But at the end of the day,
like physical strength. You know, you
give
just
me that back.
Fucking
Crush.
Batman and Robin here, you know what I mean? I mean,
And it's one of those. It is one of those Batman
Robin
versus
fucks you
Superman
up.
things. You know, it's like if you write the story or whatever, there could be an outcome where
Yeah.
you know. But at the end of the day,
I think
I'd
in a
say
ring
9 times out of 10, yeah,
with rules, you're fucked. Maybe
yeah,
you know when you're playing a game.
yeah.
yeah.
But like in real life, like when you could like, you know, gouge eyes and all and
Yeah,
fucking
bite.
just get
We're talking about the wrong kind of
Bite your
woman.
titties
Here,
off.
then. You know, there's plenty of women who would, you know, get into the ring and knock the shit out of you. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like,
Also, I mean, it doesn't even necessarily matter about. Well, I'm not saying matter, but I mean, it's every sport. I think.
I would love to do that though, wouldn't you? Would you like to do that?
What?
Like to actually fight a real martial arts female at the same weight as you and see? Maybe not. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Just to see.
Well, I mean,
just to see
did it
what-
not
It's
happen?
obviously not like here, don't
Just to
try and
prove a
kill me.
point.
Like, let's not try to kill each
I know.
other, but
Yeah.
just spar and see where the
Yeah. Well, look at
where,
your
you know-
man who fought your woman, big tall woman.
Yeah, fucked her up.
You know what I mean? Look,
So
you know.
there you go. Yeah, Craig Jones weighs less than me, and she's 6'4"
Yeah.
and weighs 235 pounds.
And I'd say she would fuck us up, like.
yeah, maybe,
But
maybe
not him.
not
Like-
fighting though, not like
Yeah.
standing because she's terrible, but on the ground maybe. Yeah,
See,
and he just literally played about with her. You know, it was like
And like, we're not saying all women, not all men could beat all women in a fight.
Nope,
no.
definitely
But
not.
we're just talking about common sense. We're just talking about common sense. Like, yes, don't put men in women's sports and vice versa. It's just not going to be fair.
Unless you want to go out and branch and do a men versus women sport.
Yeah, that's
you
different.
You need to keep the women.
Yeah,
that's-
the
I think maybe
sad
you could
thing
do that,
is,
like-
That's the way they could fix it.
Yeah,
Put
if you wanna do
trans
that-
people in a different category.
Yeah.
And it'd be class.
well, or no, not even just trans people, just like men. If you want to face men against women, bottom line, go ahead and do that. You know, if but what? I'm not
No,
talking.
not you.
I'm not even talking
fine.
about combat sports either. I'm talking about any sport. But it's not very fair to take the chance of pretty much every woman in, you know,
Yeah, like
in
some,
the sport that they're in. If a man comes in, he's going to just annihilate them.
decimate them.
So you contradicted yourself there. So you can't do it, or you can.
What do you mean?
You said put women and men together in sports, but then don't put men in sports with women because they're going to annihilate them.
No, I'm saying you should make another category where
That's
you
what I
can put-
said.
Where you can
That's
just
what I
where I'm
said.
saying where men and women can go
talking
against
about?
each other. You mean
What?
like another category where men and women
Yeah,
can go
yeah.
against each
But
other?
in
there's-
what
yeah.
other form would you really need that other than just trans people? You know what I mean?
Well, if you just want
Well, if you
yeah.
just want, it's like
to, I suppose.
But the
there's plenty.
But the thing we're
there
talking about
seems
here
to
is
be
trans men competing with women.
a lot. I'm
or
not
trans
talking
women
about
competing with
fighting.
men.
Yeah,
as
but it
well. I'm
wouldn't-
talking about there's a lot of women and there's a lot of men that just want to kind of prove that women can beat men or men can beat women. There's a lot of that
there's
going
been a few of
on.
them, like the tennis
And,
one, remember?
You know,
The football one, and then the
Yeah.
Brazilian
give
Jiu-Jitsu
them a
one.
chance to prove.
That's different though. Like tennis and all that there, fair enough. But if it's an actual fucking fight to the,
Yeah.
you know,
But it's not
face-off,
different because
a
they're
face-off,
still
you know what I mean?
outperformed. Like a football team, I think an average football team or something, like I think it was like a 5-a-side Sunday league football
It
team
was 14-year-olds.
was facing off against professional football female women.
Now,
And
you know what there is?
18-0.
I'm wondering
the score was.
is
That's
there
funny.
there's probably some
it's
types
not.
there's probably some
Is it not funny?
types
a little bit funny.
of sports out
Little bit.
there that do give women a fair kind of chance against men.
Certain, yeah,
There
definitely.
probably is like well what was
Darts. I mean, fuck it.
I think they
Darts,
do.
snooker,
I think they do.
pool, bowling.
I think they do actually, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
mixed.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Those ones.
There you go.
Chess.
Chess and shit. Yeah.
Fucking
There you go.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about even trying to think of something a wee bit more physical.
Nothing.
Bobsleighing.
Bobsleighing. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's
I think
Porn?
men have a chance because they're heavier. Porn is a good sport.
yeah.
No, men are shit at that
I
though.
think it's fun.
Women are
Good
amazing at that. That is their sport.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Well, what are you
They
talking
own
about?
it.
What are you talking about?
Porn.
Porn.
How do they own it?
ESPN. Porn.
What
How do
about
women own porn?
what about gay porn? Do they own
Not
that?
very popular though.
Who's watching that?
It's not as popular
Gay
as
people.
porn.
Don't you fucking be looking at me.
Oh, Fruit Loop.
What about the dick? What about the dick? Well,
Don't you dare.
plenty of-
Not interesting.
Oh,
Not interested.
well,
No dick.
Well,
Yes, it's on a woman.
like a tranny.
Fucking. I'll take that over a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as the man has tits and hair. Nice hair.
Wait.
And nice
Wait. I'm
fucking
confused now. I'm confused because we're not saying that. You're saying you'd rather watch a tranny and fuck a woman in a porno than you would a man fuck a woman in a porno.
Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't know.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, it could be misconstrued as that.
Because that's kind of strange.
Is that what you're saying? Or ain't it?
I don't think it's.
It's not
I
strange.
don't think it's a bad thing.
It's everybody.
fine, I'm just
for the-
asking
for
you if
their
that's-
own.
Yeah, I don't know if I prefer that. No, probably not. But
No.
it's better than gay porn. Tell you that much.
You prefer a tranny fucking a woman than a man fucking a woman? Is what
You
they're
know what?
saying, or-
I've actually,
fucking a tranny?
I've actually accidentally wanked a gay porn before, and you know how?
How the fuck do you accidentally wank?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how. right? I'll tell you how.
Accidentally.
This man was face fucking a gimp, and the gimp looked very slender and like sexual. Like they were wearing like I thought it was a woman. It was like the endurance of the thing. Like, and then I noticed it was a man the whole time.
And you
Busted like.
and you kept going. Like,
I busted that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Wait a second here, man. His face fucking this. It just looked like a real. All you could see was the face, really, and like it was just like, "Yeah, take that," you know.
I mean, you do get really
Yeah.
feminine men look.
I don't know. Can't remember.
He sounded black
No, I
there.
think he was. Yeah. He was just a very urban white guy. And just realized after, I think,
What the fuck?
because you could only see the face, and then when I bust, I kept watching for a while, and then like it wide shot, and the guy was like bare chested guy, no tits, just Glock 2000 or what the fuck called
Glock, the Glock.
Glock fucking
Glock.
oops.
Fuck. Oops. Have a bowl of cereal now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
And with that, night night and God bless, I suppose.
Fucking am I supposed to sleep after that?
See you later.
To leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is. This magic moment.